This is page 17 of our notebook. Here's the review and the reflect. You may want to pause this video here in order to try to complete the review on your own. Our job is to find the domain. One of the things that we need to do to find the domain is that we actually set the denominator, which is x squared minus 4, we set that equal to 0. We can factor and find x plus 2 and x minus 2 is equal to 0, and we solve, and we're going to find that x is equal to negative 2, x is equal to positive 2, which means if we don't want it to equal to 0, then x cannot equal to negative 2, and x cannot equal to a positive 2, which means that our domain will be from negative infinity to negative 2, from negative 2 to 2, and from 2 to infinity. That's our domain. So we found that. To find vertical asymptotes, we need to see if any factors cancel. So let's rewrite f of x in factored form. At the bottom I will have x plus 2 and x minus 2. At the top I need to factor, so I'm going to do 2x and x. I'm going to have a 2 right here and a 1 right here, so when I multiply I get negative 4x, and a negative x will give you my negative 5x. Negative 1 times a negative 2 will give me my positive 2. So we can see here that these do cancel out, so this means I have a hole. In fact, we have a hole at the value when x is equal to 2. To find the actual point when x is equal to 2, I plug it into the remaining reduced form of f of x. So I'm going to write that down. Our reduced form is 2x minus 1 over x plus 2. Plugging in x is equal to 2, I get 2 times 2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus 2. So at the top I have 3, at the bottom I have 4. So this is at the point 3/4. This is where the hole is. So we found holes. To find vertical asymptote, we looked at our reduced form that we have here, and we looked at the denominator. We set the denominator x plus 2 equal to 0, and we find x is equal to negative 2. This is our vertical asymptote. So we have found vertical asymptote. To find either if this is a horizontal asymptote or an oblique asymptote, we're going to look at the degree of our polynomial. So again, we're looking at f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 as well as x plus 2. What we can see is that we can kind of ignore these values here. When x is really big, 1 and 2 are pretty puny. So we're just looking at this guy right here, and we can see the degree of the polynomial at the top and the degree of the polynomial at the bottom are both equal to 1. Since they are the same degree, we just look at the coefficients in front of them. So in our case, we see that our horizontal asymptote is the horizontal line of y is equal to 2, because it's 2 over 1, the coefficients of x. You may want to make sure to do the reflect, where you have a 3-2-1 summary, state 3 important bits of information you would need to graph, maybe state 2 hard things that are either hard to find or hard to graph, as well as 1 easy thing that is easy to find or to graph. This concludes this video.